I think you're putting a 30% chance. Is that still the case? A 30% chance on the Libra coin coming out, which would already be late December of next year?
Yeah, that's how the futures are going to be opening, and we're really excited about this futures contract because it kind of gives the market a way to really price the odds of this event occurring. So it's obviously a physically delivered Libra, and in the case of non-delivery by Facebook, it settles at 0, and so it kind of gives the market a way to say, well, this is pretty likely, this is unlikely, respond to news events, and also give some clarity to Facebook's and Libra's partners in this whole project.
Good morning to you, Mark. Why so bearish, though? Why so pessimistic? Why only a 30% chance of hitting the December 2020 date, which is already later than Libra had planned?
Well, ultimately, we're going to let the market decide on this one. So it's not that's the opening price, but from there on after, it's just determined by anyone who wants to make a market.
Is this garnering a lot of attention for you? I mean, are you going to get high volume when these contracts open?
No, we don't actually expect very high volumes from these contracts. We do, however, expect them to be something that people are fascinated by trading, something that ends up trading a lot in terms of number of users, and ultimately, it brings interest in the exchange, and it provides a signal to the market of where Libra actually will end up being.
We have a pretty active betting market in this country, Mark. Why is it better to use your product than to just walk into a betting office and say, I'd like to put a bet on this particular outcome for this Libra product out of Facebook? I mean, they specialize in making markets in all kinds of seemingly off-the-wall stuff. So why would you not just do that? Why do you need to come out with this product at this point?
Sure. So CoinFLEX is a physically delivered futures exchange. Our main products are futures on Bitcoin that are physically delivered, and if you want a physically delivered Libra at the time of expiry, that this is the place for you. If you want to make a sports bet or something like that, and if Libra gets traded on those platforms, then that's a great place to do that. But we're trying to offer futures on Libra, and that's basically what people come to us for.
Right, it's unlikely that William Hill is going to pay out in Libra if it actually happens. Mark, let me ask you the question of the day that we're asking everybody here on Bloomberg, which is, what will it take for Bitcoin to become digital gold? Now, I know Maddie Greenspan points out on Twitter that a lot of people think it already is digital gold, but what do you think it's going to take before Bitcoin throws off the shackles of this incredible volatility and becomes something that's more investable?
So I think it's ultimately usage. A lot of people say institutional adoption is where this thing needs to go, but institutions don't just buy something because it exists. They buy something because it's valuable and there's fundamentals involved. So I think Bitcoin and all cryptocurrencies need to be pushing for more adoption, more usage day-to-day in transactions or in settlements or in any type of transactional capacity. If it's supposed to be digital gold, then it needs to be digital, and that's a big part of a lot of the things that people are working on when it comes to crypto. We're a futures exchange because we want people to be able to use crypto without the volatility.
What is the link between, so you're offering this new product around Libra. Clearly you do a lot of business in Bitcoin, though. What is the link between the two? What do you expect the link between the two to be?
So, 99% of our volume is in BTC. So we do $500 million a day of Bitcoin futures. And Libra is going to be, we expect, a lot more volatile. This is a less liquid, much more volatile asset. Sometimes people want to trade highly liquid, lower volatility assets like Bitcoin, but some users want the thrill of something that's going to move around a lot more.
Bitcoin looks pretty volatile in itself.
Well, from a traditional market standpoint, you're absolutely correct, but in crypto, Bitcoin's the big daddy and the least volatile of them all.
Is there another digital currency, Mark, that you think has a chance of overtaking Bitcoin? I mean, you just mentioned that it's 95% of your volume, so on CoinFLEX maybe not, but is there any up-and-comer out there, or even an older, more traditional digital currency that could one day be the money that we all spend other than Bitcoin?
I mean, I'm most interested in Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum. So those are our main 3 futures contracts. We're going to be adding more, but those are the ones we're interested in because they're all tackling a different kind of philosophical and logical mindset on how to become digital money for the world.